Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Sri Ramakrishna is differentiating between the life of a sannyasi and life of a householder. Though their goal is same, both are going to reach the same place. One is passing through a city, passing through various experiences, transcending and going beyond. The other is passing through the bypass. Sannyasi passes through the bypass, avoiding the city, and householder is passing through the city. Both are going to reach the same place and continue their journey to the Absolute. But some are passing through according to their own tendencies they have created, through enjoyments, beyond enjoyments. Other is tearing away all the bonds that bind to the world. They are means giving up. They are passing through the bypass freely, without any obstructions. But the time taken by both will be almost same, because it is not the transcendence of the external world, it is transcendence of the internal world. Inside, so many enemies are sitting, as much in the householder as in the sannyasi. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Ahankara, Raga, Dvesha, all these are there. From ego to small desires and lust and greed, so many things, likes and dislikes, all these things are there. One by one, both have to transcend. So the thing is how to conserve the energies that would be dissipating in the life of a householder in fighting with the world and dedicating themselves to the enjoyments of the world. So much of energy is saved and controlled, and this energy, which is being not expended but saved and accumulated, is what we call transmutation of lower energies. That is, especially the sexual desire that demands lot of strain and lot of the main thing, the difference, the sexual energy that is lost is called, it is conscious, it is draining consciousness, not only body, mind and all. Those can be really, again you can fill it with food and all that, but consciousness. The last class we saw, it is sperm is consciousness enclosed in matter, and egg is matter pervaded by consciousness. Suppose a piece of chalk is dipped in water, every particle is pervaded by water. Like that, egg is pervaded by consciousness. Expression of consciousness through matter is life. So egg is also living, sperm is also living. But here, in sperm, it is consciousness enclosed in matter. That's why it can run, it can surge, it can see, it's conscious. And reach the egg. Egg will be sitting in its own glory, in its own place. So the lot of, now this drainage of consciousness is there. Matter and material energy can be again refilled. but drainage of consciousness is little. This energy that is going to be lost, it is conserved. It is not suppression. It is not repression. It is transmutation with wisdom, with total acceptance, with love. I want to go beyond. I am not satisfied with these things. These are going to bind me. These are going to give me lot of suffering. No, I don't want. I want to go beyond to the eternal life, eternal peace, eternal joy. I want to dedicate my life not only for small pleasures, sense pleasures of my own, but I want to dedicate my life for a higher cause. This stored energy, transmuted energy that is going to be drained out, is stored, is called ojas. Ojas is a substance that is produced within the body, and when this ojas is going on increasing in one person's existence, the whole personality is filled with joy, bliss, and lot of courage and strength. No weakness, no guilts, and then this is called Brahma Varchas. Brahma Varchas. This Brahma Varchas is full of strength, energy, vigor, fully conscious, everything. He is as if he doesn't need anything. He is Purna within himself. That otherwise always abhava, a kind of something is lacking, something is lacking, something is lacking. What is lacking is my own inner spiritual energy, spiritual consciousness. So this, when it takes us to opens the higher doors. What we are passing through every day is 3 levels of consciousness: Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. 3 levels of consciousness unrelated to each other. When I'm in waking state, I don't know what is dream, what is deep sleep. When I went to dream state, I am totally unaware of I'm in a different dimension from the waking state. Waking state is not at all there. My body, physical body is not there. I don't even know that I have left the physical body and entered inside. Entirely different dimension, different level of consciousness. From there, when I go to deep sleep, I am in still another level of consciousness in which the consciousness is aware of all absence. Nothing exists. Absence of all things it is experiencing. In dream state, it is experiencing a dream, a world created by mind, imaginary, kalpanika jagat. I have entered and experienced the joys and sorrows of life. Waking state, as I wake up, I identify with the physical body. Till then, I don't even know I have a body. These 3 levels of consciousness are unrelated to each other. We are passing through every day. Can you go to higher levels of consciousness? Now, this ojas, which is your spiritual strength, you are fully awake. You can easily go to higher levels of consciousness. Otherwise, something will be blocking your way. You will not even know there is a higher level of consciousness I can go. So this energy makes you, it is like you are filled with hydrogen or something. It just makes you escalate to higher levels of. Now this spiritual strength is going to lift you to another levels of consciousness where it opens up. Then you will see the waking state as unreal as a dream world. So when now we say the consciousness is coming to the level of heart, the it opens up. In another higher levels of consciousness, when we sleep, we go to the lower levels of consciousness and goes on shrinking to zero. My consciousness, waking consciousness is going to become zero and disappear. And I am landing in the transcendental realm after the second stage of deep sleep. I am going down from waking state. My consciousness is withdrawing. I am entering dream state, withdrawing. I am entering deep sleep, and then leaving all my memories and all this identity in causal body. I become only a bindu, a point of consciousness, and then I enter into the transcendental realm. And my individual consciousness expands in the universal consciousness every day, second stage of deep sleep. I pervade the whole universe as if I am full of joy, bliss. But my karmic load is pending. I have to experience the pains and pleasures of waking state. It's pending. My karma is pending. It has to give me fruit of joys and sorrows. So it again brings back. I have so much ambitions, desires, forces are dragging me back. Pending, the file is not closed. It demands again bringing back. I have ambitions to fulfill. I have mine, yours, so many things as mine. All this will pull you to the waking state. When you come back to the waking state, again identify with body and see this world. This world is not there if you are dissociated from body any moment. It disappears. Enter into any other state, even coma state or anything, this world doesn't exist for you. Similarly, this is shrinking back. Instead of shrinking back, you are shrinking back. You are expanding and transcending the same bodily existence in a higher levels of consciousness. There you will see the space of consciousness, Chaitanya, Chidakasha. We are in the Mahakasha, space of matter now. There is space of matter, space of mind. I imagine. Suppose I want to design a software, I want to design an electric engine, or I want to design a petrol engine. Where I am designing, the whole thing is happening in my mind. Mind's space. Imagination happens in the space of mind. Thinking happens in the space of mind. This is Mahakasha, space of matter, Chitta Akasha, space of mind, and space of consciousness, Chidakasha. We enter into the Chidakasha. So from there, higher levels of consciousness begins. From Anahata, we go to Vishuddha, Agnya, Sahasrara. We enter into the infinite, eternal existence, unchanging reality in which countless universes appear and disappear. From microcosm, we are growing to the macrocosm and peeping beyond the universe. Now, this happens, when the energy is upward, we call it Urdhvaretas. Urdhvaretas. The sexual energy is transmuted into spiritual energy and used for the transcending the present levels of consciousness. We are accustomed to pass through, not at our will, but nature takes us to dream and deep sleep and brings back. And first time we enter into the higher levels of consciousness, and it is called Samadhi. When we can have we are entering into the realm of nature. Now we are in the Jiva Tattva. Waking, dreaming, deep sleep is happening with my bodily identity. When I go to deep sleep also, a tie is there between my physical body and my existence. I can come back. If I cannot come back, it is called coma. I am entering into coma. That means mind is totally dissolved. There is no link between the physical bodily existence and my spiritual existence. Chaitanya and Jada, spirit and matter. The expression of spirit through matter is life. It is expressing. And this bodily existence has 3 layers: the gross, subtle and causal. Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira, pertaining to waking state, dreaming state and deep sleep. So 3 bodies, 3 levels of consciousness, and all the 3 bodies are bound to the Chaitanya. The bond between the physical body and my Chaitanic existence, the spiritual existence, is called Brahma Granthi. My subtle body tied to my consciousness, Chaitanya, spiritual existence, is called Vishnu Granthi. My causal body bound to the Chaitanya, the spiritual existence, is called Rudra Granthi. These 2 are 3 bonds. Together is called Chitta Jada Granthi. Matter and consciousness. Matter and consciousness, how we call it? Chitta, Chaitanya and Jada, matter. They are bound because of the karmic load. It has to exhaust. Now this, the one by one bond, we go on breaking for the freedom. When the 3 bonds are broken, you are in the transcendental realm, beyond the universe. Innumerable universes appear and disappear in the absolute existence. We transcend, we go beyond the nature. We are bound in the nature. We cannot do anything, we cannot go out, we cannot escape from this nature by any means. We cannot go beyond the universe. Even if a person dies, he enters into another. If a hardware is destroyed, another hardware is there to manifest this software. So the software is Jivatman. The body is there, hardware, that's all. So my existence is there. Now this I am entering into a higher levels of consciousness called Samadhi. Then 2 types of Samadhi. Various Samadhis are there. Major 2 is where you will be seeing consciousness manifest for your sake as you want to see it. Suppose you want to see the pure spirit Chaitanya in the form of Rama, it manifests as Rama. If you want to see, it is one ocean, it is taking a wave for your sake. If you want to see as Krishna, it appears. Then that form itself takes you to the beyond, formless aspect. There are 2 aspects of existence. One is the absolute existence and the other is relative existence. Absolute existence is unchanging, eternal, infinite existence, which we call Brahman. We call it impersonal God. It's existence. And the whole universe which appears in it and goes on disappearing, like we sleep and wake up, separating from body, we sleep and wake up. The universe appears and disappears. In which it disappears, this is time and space bound small specks in the infinite existence. Innumerable universes. The science is just coming to become aware of the multiple universes, possibility of multiple universes. So the question comes, is there another universe like ours? This universe is itself looks like infinity, unimaginable dimension. Just look at the size of the Milky, our galaxy, Milky Way. Galaxy, what could be the dimension of just a galaxy? Millions of galaxies in one universe. It is beyond our understanding. Various dimensions, we are seeing the only physical dimension. There are 14 levels of planes of existence. Bhu, Bhuva, Swaha, Mahajana. What is a dimension? Such countless universes, Ananta Koti Brahmanda. So, multiple universes exist. So, we are in one of the universes. And you are transcending the universe and entering into a realm of eternity, a ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute. You are transcending the nature and going beyond. So this is called you are liberated. When we say liberation, from what are you liberated? You are liberated from the bodily existence. From nature you are liberated. I leave my job, I am liberated from office. I leave my home, I am liberated from my house. Am I liberated from my own mind? Wherever I go, run away. Mind is there, constantly with me. Same mind, same body, same nature I am running about. Can I have freedom from my mind? Can I have freedom from my senses? Can I have freedom from my bodily existence? This is transcending the nature. We are going beyond the nature. Now nature can no more bind me. It cannot give me another body, transmigration from one body to another body, go on moving. Birth and death, it is no more there. And if you want to take birth, you have freedom. Not imposed by the nature. It is at your will. You want to take 100 births at a time, you can take, because laws of nature do not apply to you anymore. Once you transcend, that happens through the self-knowledge. I am not body, I am spirit, self-knowledge. The self-knowledge makes you free from the clutches of nature. You have total freedom to live as you want, where you want. If you want to dissolve in the absolute existence, you can dissolve. If you want to dissolve in nature, you can dissolve. Prakriti Leela Purushas. If you want to dissolve in the relative existence, you can dissolve. If you want to retain the individuality, you can retain. You can move about freely within the universe, any planes of existence. This is freedom. Freedom from nature. This needs the transmutation of the energies which are dissipating in lower levels, lower channels. The lower channels are draining away various energies and storage. It is called ojas, and ojas takes us to the higher levels of consciousness to open. The householder, we saw in the last class, they do through same thing. They pass through. Sri Ramakrishna says, out 1 or 2 children, the expanding for purely getting a child without participating in the enjoyments, being a silent witness, getting a child is considered as brahmacharya in a householder's life. It is a need and demand of nature, the preservation of species, preservation of one's own preservation and preservation of species is law of nature. So sex is a nature's drive which you cannot destroy, but you can overcome and go beyond. How do you go beyond? Not by fighting, but transcending it. Growth. How did you grow? How did you overcome the balya, childhood? By growing beyond childhood to the youth. When you became an adult, when you became a youth, you did not destroy the childhood. You transcended a childhood and went beyond. Like that, we transcend the bodily existence and go beyond. The bodily identity, I am transcending and going beyond. So, this is the path the householder uses. The same thing is preserving in a different way all his energies and offering in the service of the world, in service of God, in service of nature. Begetting one or two children will not make him deprived of the spiritual energies. It is a sacrifice he does for the preserving the human species, and it is nature gives the compensation of strengthening him. If he doesn't indulge in the enjoyments of bodily existence, a householder can have children without a blemish or a guilt, because it is scriptures, society, his own consciousness permit it. I have not wasted, I have not entered into enjoyments, but I have got a children which I am going to make it perfect and offer back to the nature. So, one child is there, enough. Two children are there, enough. Do no more. Turn your mind to the divine. Serve the people, love people. All are your children. Expand your consciousness, expand your heart, and then transcend the nature, as does a sannyasi. Same result you are going to get. Same path, same this one you are going to have. So this is why we are discussing all this is, Sri Ramakrishna says, without continence you cannot have realization of God. Because doors are to be opened to higher perfection. So, Shanti, 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 Hari Om Tat Sat, Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.